Catherine, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, what's wrong?
Actually, I'm still wondering whether I should tell you about this.
I'm curious. Please don't hesitate to tell me. If there's anything I can do, I will help you.
It's not like that. It's about my son.
About Walter? What's wrong with my husband?
Actually, my son is having an affair. I'm worried.
What? Affair? Is that really true?
Yes, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I've been thinking over and over again whether or not to tell you. I couldn't sleep at night thinking about it.
I can't believe that my husband would cheat on me.
I can't either, but it's true.
With whom? And how could you know something that I don't know?
I just happened to see it. Last week, my son went on a business trip. Do you remember?
Of course, I remember.
He was supposed to be on a business trip, but I saw him in town. How is that possible? He was holding hands with a woman. This is clearly cheating, isn't it?
Well, yes. I'd like to know more details. Do you know the date and time?
What?
I'd like to conduct an investigation, so please tell me the date and time. I need some proof of the affair.
I don't remember that.
What did you say?
What I want to hear more than that is about the future. He cheated on you less than a year after you got married. What are you going to do? You need to think about how this happened.
I'm sorry to tell you, but if the affair is true, I'm divorcing Walter. I can't just live as if nothing happened. It's too much to bear.
You're divorcing my son? Just because of one affair? Are you telling me that you're not going to forgive Walter?
I can't stay married to a man who cheated behind my back. It's just disgusting.
How dare you describe my son as disgusting? It's your responsibility that Walter is having an affair. He cheats on you in the first year of your marriage because he has a problem with you. Shouldn't you be sorry about that and fix it? But you're putting all the fault on my son? That's not fair.
No matter what you say, if it's true, I'm divorcing Walter. We still don't know if he really was having an affair, so in the meantime, I'd like to get proof of the affair. Can you please keep this as a secret to my husband?
Huh? Why should I help you?
I just want to make sure that you saw the right person. Was it really my husband and a woman I don't know together? I have to find out for sure.
There is no way I could be mistaken. He is my own son. What kind of mother would mistake her own son's face?
Well then, are you really sure that the man you saw holding hands with a woman you don't know was Walter?
Of course. Looks like my son has found someone better than you. I'm sure he did.
If there is no mistake about that, it means that Walter was really having an affair. Are you saying that you're okay with my husband and I getting a divorce?
Yes, I don't mind. You were the one who said that you want to get a divorce, weren't you? If that's what you want, I will accept your decision. So why don't you do whatever you want? I don't want my son to stay married to such a heartless wife.
I see. Duly understood. Please explain to me, Bruna. You told me there was no way you could have mistaken my husband for another man, didn't you?
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
My husband wasn't having an affair.
Oh, really? That's great then.
What? You were the one who told me that you saw him having an affair, right? You said that Walter was holding hands with another woman. Don't you feel sorry for your own son who was falsely accused?
What do you mean by affair? Did I say that?
Of course you did.
Then how did you know Walter wasn't having an affair? Did you hire a detective to find out?
I asked his company about the business trip. Then, I found out that he was meeting with a business partner while he was on a business trip. They said it was impossible for him to have been here at that time.
Then maybe he cheated with her after that. Cheating is something you do after work.
You wouldn't go out late at night, would you? Besides, I picked Walter up from the station that day, so it's absolutely impossible that he was meeting someone else at night.
Then maybe it wasn't the day of his business trip. I'm sorry, maybe I got the date wrong. It is quite a while ago, so my memory is a little fuzzy.
I see. Anyway, I even sneaked a look at my husband's cell phone, but there was nothing suspicious.
You looked through my son's cell phone without his permission? That's horrible. I know that he's your husband, but that's an invasion of privacy.
Yes, I feel bad for that, but I had no choice because I had to get the proof of his affair.
I can't believe that you would go that far. It's a violation of my son's human rights.
In the first place, wasn't it you who told me that my husband was having an affair?
You have no right to accuse me for violating Walter's human rights.
And, as a last resort, I also asked my husband directly. He said with a straight face that he was definitely not having an affair. I decided to believe him.
Then what? So you're not divorcing him?
Yes, I'm not divorcing him. I never wanted a divorce. I'm just saying that you were wrong this time. Well, but just in case you remember the date and time, please contact me anytime.
There's no way I'd remember something like that.
What?
Because it's a lie. You're such an idiot.
A lie? You lied when you said that my husband was cheating on me?
Yes, I did.
Why did you do that? Isn't that disrespectful to my husband?
I did that because I wanted to test your ability to cope with troubles.
Testing me? There's no need for that. What on earth are you testing me for?
Of course I need to test you. Like the way you think about cheating or the love you have for my son. Well, it was just as I thought.
I know you don't like the fact that I said I was thinking to divorce Walter, but that's because you told me he was cheating on me. And since my husband is innocent, I don't want a divorce. In fact, he wasn't cheating on me.
Regardless of the affair, you don't trust Walter, do you? You're sniffing around for evidence of an affair. You even said you were divorcing him. You also called him disgusting. You really are a lousy wife.
That's because you lied to me. Please reflect on that a little.
You know, this is a trial to train my son's wife. If you're saying you're divorcing him over something like this, I can't help but feeling sorry for my son. I don't want him to be with such a lousy wife like you. You must divorce my son.
That's enough. I can't talk about it anymore. Please excuse me.
What do you think you're doing? I'm not done talking yet.
Bruna, will you just quit troubling me? Can you please explain why you did that?
Do what? I don't understand what you're saying.
The last time you came to my house, you tore my clothes. What was your purpose of doing that?
Oh my God, that's a scary thing to say. Don't make false accusations. What a horrible wife.
But the clothes that were torn were the ones you complained about being too flashy before. Isn't that strange? How could a stranger tear them all with such pinpoint accuracy? I have no doubt that you are the only one who could have done it.
Those flashy clothes look as if you were trying to seduce a man. Most of your clothes are just too disgusting.
I know that most of my skirts are just a little too short, but they are just casual clothes. Most of my friends wear the same kind of clothes. Why are you complaining about that?
I don't think so. Anyway, you don't have to dress up anymore. You are a married woman.
I dress up for myself. It's not because I want to be popular with men. Besides, I think my husband would be happier with me dressing up.
You can say whatever you want. By the way, don't tell me that you are the one who's having an affair.
I'm not having an affair.
I doubt it.
Anyway, please don't ever touch anything in my closet ever again. It's an invasion of privacy, you know?
Catherine, are you aware of your position? You have entered my family by marrying my son, so you have to obey me. And what belongs to you also belongs to me, who is your mother-in-law. Do you understand?
That's complete nonsense.
You are a wicked wife who doesn't respect her mother-in-law. I wonder why my son married such a failure. You haven't given birth to. Are you defective? I feel sorry for my son who got married to such a useless wife.
That's terrible.
Well, at least you should try your best to be a suitable wife. I will continue to test you from now on. And don't you ever buy fancy clothes again. Did I make myself clear? Oh my God, hurry up and answer the phone. Hey, I'm telling you to answer the phone.
Bruna, what's going on?
My son collapsed. You need to come to the hospital right now.
Huh? My husband is sitting beside me.
Sitting beside you?
Yes.
Today is a weekday, right? It can't be true. Why is my son sitting next to you? Are both of you skipping work?
No, I'm at the hospital.
What do you mean?
I was surprised you knew that we are in the hospital. Who told you about this?
Are you in the hospital?
Yes, that's right.
Is he in the hospital now? Tell me the truth. Is my son in the hospital now?
You told me yourself that Walter is in the hospital, didn't you? That's why you wanted me to hurry up and answer the phone, right? What are you talking about?
I was just telling a lie to test you. For heaven's sake, I can't believe my son is in the hospital. I'm on my way over there right now. Is my son okay?
Yes, my husband is fine. Please rest assured.
He's hospitalized, so there's no way that he's fine. I'm on my way.
Do you know which hospital we are at?
Of course I do. Hey, Catherine. I went to the hospital, but my son is nowhere to be found. Don't tell me that you lied to me about my son being hospitalized.
No, it was me who was hospitalized, not my husband. No one said that my husband was in the hospital.
Huh?
I never said anything about my husband being hospitalized, did I?
What? Stop talking nonsense. Okay then. I asked the staff at the reception and they said that neither you or my son is hospitalized. How do you explain that? You both are married, so you must have the same family name.
Because it's a different hospital than the usual one. It's no wonder we're not there.
What? You went to a different hospital?
I had no choice, because the hospital we often visit can't conduct the necessary examination.
Why not? Just explain to me clearly. There are a lot of our neighbors coming to the hospital at this hour. I thought my son was hospitalized, so I got panicked and they saw me in that state. It's your fault.
Oh, sorry for that.
The neighbors said that I'm finally losing my mind.
That's hilarious. You must have made a lot of noise at the reception to be told that much. Isn't it a little embarrassing?
It can't be helped. Anyone would make a fuss if they were told that their son was in the hospital, right? That's because you lied to me in the first place. So, where is the hospital you're at?
It's the Obstetrics and Gynecology Clinic.
What? Oh, could it be?
Yes, just as you thought. I'm pregnant. I'm finally going to be a mother. but I couldn't cope with my morning sickness and collapsed. I had to be hospitalized temporarily. I'm on a drip now.
That's great news. I'm going to be a grandmother. Did you find out whether it's a boy or a girl?
We don't know yet. I'm still at the early stage of pregnancy, so it's difficult to find out.
I'll never accept anything but a boy. Since you've joined our family, you must give birth to a boy at all costs. The boy will be our heir.
Don't worry about that. I'm not going to let you see the baby, so gender doesn't matter at all.
What? What do you mean you're not going to let me see my grandchild? I have the right to see my own grandchild.
No matter what the gender of the child is, me and my husband will raise the child with love and care. I have no intention of letting you see your grandchild. Also, I don't want to see your face anymore.
Why not?
Don't you understand? If you try to think about what you have done to me until now, you'll understand, don't you? You have done a lot of terrible things to me.
That's not right. I have made so much effort for your own sake. I've been educating you to be a good wife for my son.
Educating me? You gotta be kidding me. Seeing you around makes me so stressed out. I get headaches, I feel sick and so on. My husband said that I don't have to see you again. Your son agreed with me.
No way. My son would never say such a thing. I won't forgive you if you keep saying random things. Stop lying.
I'm not lying. If you don't believe me, please check with Walter.
Oh no, please, Catherine. You know how much I wanted a grandchild, don't you? I was looking forward to the birth of my grandchild.
Yes, you've told me that multiple times. I know exactly what you mean. That's why I don't want you to see my child. You are trying to force your own ideas on your grandchildren, right? You want to treat the child as if he or she is some sort of property, don't you? Give me a break. I want my children to grow up in a carefree environment. I don't want you to meddle in my childcare.
I will respect any of your opinion. I'll even pay for school fees and stuff.
I don't have any money problems. This isn't about money problem. It's a problem between me and you having different values.
A problem between us?
That's right. You've been bullying me a lot until now. I don't want you to change your attitude towards me just because I'm going to give birth to your grandchild.
That can't be helped. Besides, if you want me to care for you, I will do so. That's fine, right? So please, let me see my grandchild.
I can't. Even today, you even lied to me that my husband collapsed. I can't trust you anymore.
That was a joke. It was just for fun. I can't believe you don't know what I was talking about.
A joke? Oh, come on. You were just going to enjoy seeing me in panic, weren't you? That's too much, no matter how you think about it. I can't be family with someone who dares to joke like that. It wasn't funny at all.
Hey, wait a minute. I'll support you during the delivery and I won't interfere in childcare. From now on, I will never bully you again. So let me see my grandson, okay? It's my precious grandchild.
The child is more important to me than life itself, so I can't allow a dangerous person being around. You wouldn't want your grandchild to get involved with a dangerous person, would you? That's how I feel right now. I insulated myself from my mother-in-law and was able to give birth safely. My husband is a man who listens to me and stands by me. I'm so grateful for that. And now, only my husband goes home to his parents once in a while. Every time he does that, his mother gives him a lot of expensive sweets, clothes, and so on. Seems that Bruna wants to see her grandchildren a lot. I guess she was not lying about her feelings. Well, I haven't replied to Bruna at all since I had my child. But she has been contacting me every day to apologize. It's getting more and more depressing. But it looks like Bruna is feeling very sorry for what she has done. Before she dies, I'd like to show her the face of her grandchild just once. I don't know how many years I need to finally decide that, though.
Hey, Emma. How you doing?
Hi, Olivia. I'm doing all right.
It's been 6 months since my husband passed away.
Yes, it has. Time flies by so fast. I've been so busy with work that I haven't had much time for myself.
I know you are busy with your work, but don't you feel like you should be taking care of me?
What?
Do you know how I have been feeling for the past 6 months?
Well,
my husband had always been there for me, and now he's gone. Every day I am lonely and feeling depressed. And you never even call. You're so cold.
What? Haven't you heard anything from Brian?
About what? He seems to be busy with his work, so we haven't had much time to talk. What the hell is going on with you guys? I wonder if I have to keep an eye on you too.
So here's the thing.
I don't really care what's going on between you two, but I can't live like this anymore.
Oh.
Because think about it. Before, my husband used to come home from work, spend time together. We used to talk about the day's events and have dinner together. But now, there's nobody. No one even gives me a call.
Are you talking about me?
Who else is there? I eat alone, I go to bed alone, and when I wake up, there's no one there. Do you know how lonely it is to live like that for 6 months?
I can sort of understand.
Oh, really? I don't think you do since you got Brian. You wouldn't understand how I've been feeling.
No, I'm serious. I do understand how you have been feeling.
Anyway, I didn't text you to talk about my feelings. It's been 6 months since my husband passed away, so I've decided to move out.
What? Where are you going? I haven't heard anything.
Of course I'm going to live with you guys. Who else do I have?
You're kidding, right? Haven't you really heard anything from Brian?
What are you talking about? What's wrong with me moving into my son's house?
Moving and living together with your son is okay, but the house is not his.
I just want to live with you guys so you can take care of me.
No, I won't be able to take care of you.
Huh? You're my daughter-in-law. How can you be so cocky? I've always hated that about you.
Sorry about that.
So, my stuff will be delivered tomorrow. I'll need you to clean up the house for me, okay?
Why?
I'm going to stop by a friend's house and then come over there, so I'll be a little late. You just make sure everything is cleaned up by the time I arrive.
I don't like it when you do things like this. I have work to do. I'm going on a business trip tomorrow, so I won't be home.
You always put work first. At an important time like this, you should at least put your family first. Anyway, make sure you put my stuff away properly.
No, I can't do that.
Did you forget what I said?
What?
You're going to take care of me from now on. Hey, Emma, what's going on? Where are all of my stuff?
I told you I was on a business trip and couldn't be home, didn't I?
I don't care about your business trip. They took away my stuff. And now I have to reschedule the delivery again. This is not a good start, you know?
Excuse me when I say this, but are you insane?
What?
About you moving in.
I'm serious. I'm already at the house.
What?
I started redecorating the living room first because everything is dull.
Wait a minute. Does that mean you're already inside the house?
Yes, that's right.
How did you get in?
I got a spare key from Brian.
He gave you the spare key?
That's right. He made one and gave it to me last week when he came back to my house.
What? I can't believe it. But now it makes sense. That's why he didn't return it.
What on earth are you talking about?
You really don't know anything?
Don't know what?
I divorced him 2 months ago. He didn't tell you about it when he went back to your house last week, did he?
Divorce? What are you talking about? Are you just talking nonsense just because you don't want to live with me?
No, I'm not.
Brian suggested me to move in with you guys. He really understands how much I miss my husband. He really is sweet, isn't he?
What?
And on the other hand, how can Brian not say anything when he's divorced? Stop lying.
I don't know why he didn't tell you either.
Enough with the lie. By the way, there's no food in this house. Are you even going grocery shopping?
I'm not a housewife anymore. I have a job.
Don't be a nag. Go out and buy some food right now. It's a waste of electricity if the fridge is empty.
You even check the fridge?
Of course. I had to check how much you're taking care of Brian. But it's even worse than I imagined.
I live alone now, so I don't really need to stack up groceries. And I didn't buy it because it was before my business trip.
You were so quick to make excuses. By the way, your bedroom is now my bedroom.
Huh?
I've got Brian's approval already. I thought I should have my stuff here before I move in, so I had all of your stuff taken out of your bedroom.
What do you mean, all of my stuff?
A bed, a dresser, a small desk, etc. I got rid of all of it. Now that my room is clear, I can make it just the way I like it.
What are you doing? You can't just come into someone's house and get rid of their stuff. What you're doing is totally against the law.
Well, Brian has already agreed to everything. If he says it's fine, there's no problem.
I told you that Brian and I got divorced 2 months ago. We're not married anymore. You are trespassing to my private property. Do you want me to call the police? Because I will.
Are you still saying that? Brian is the owner of the house, right? A mother entering her son's house is not trespassing.
How many times do I have to tell you? Brian and I are divorced.
Then why are you living in this house? That's strange, isn't it?
It is because I'm the owner of the house. I bought it before I married Brian. It wasn't subject to property division.
Enough with the lie.
I'm not lying. I have the title to it.
Then why does Brian have the key?
Because he never gave it back to me. I asked him to return the key when we got divorced. He said he'll bring it back soon, but he never did. After that, I couldn't get in touch with him anymore. I was going to change the lock.
You were such a good liar. You make it sound so real.
I'm not lying. Are you even listening to me?
Whatever.
I just remembered that I left some work papers on my desk. You didn't throw away those papers, did you?
Huh? I don't know anything about that. I got rid of all the papers as well.
What? Those were important documents from work. What do you mean you got rid of them?
If they were so important, why didn't you just keep them with you? I don't know why you're complaining to me now.
How dare you come into my house without my permission and throw away everything? I'll report to the company everything about how you disposed the documents. Those documents contain personal information of our clients. That would be a violation of the Personal Information Protection Law. You better be prepared to be fined.
What's that? Will you stop imposing your sloppiness on others?
It's worse to leave such important documents at home, isn't it? Don't try to get away with this. You trespassed into my private property and disposed my personal stuff on your own. As I said before, I'm no longer related to you, so this is all a matter for the police.
Stop with the nonsense already. Don't keep telling me you're divorced.
I can't do my job if I'm on WhatsApp with you. Anyway, that's my house and you have to leave right now.
Huh? My stuff hasn't arrived yet.
I don't care about your stuff. Even if your packages arrive, I'm not going to let them in my house. I suggest you change the delivery address as soon as possible. I will be back from my business trip in a week, so you better make sure it never arrives at my place. Olivia, what is wrong with you?
Oh, what is it?
I told you to leave the house 2 days ago, but you're still there, aren't you? If you don't get out soon, I'll call the police for trespassing.
Are you still talking like that? You better start to understand who's the boss here.
I told you, I'm not married anymore. I divorced Brian 2 months ago. I now live alone in a house I bought myself. The one you're in right now.
I don't believe that, and I haven't heard anything from Brian. You're wasting your time trying to get rid of me with your cheesy lie.
I see. Then let me ask you something. Do you see any of Brian's stuff in the house?
What?
Take a look in the closet. His suits, clothes, hats, bags, etc. I think there aren't any at all.
Huh?
Take a look around the front door. I don't think there's even a single pair of his shoes. Didn't you notice all this time?
I don't check every single detail. I just got rid of your crappy stuff that were in the way for now.
Why don't you check to see if there are any of Brian's stuff?
Fine. Oh my God. It's full of clothes that are in bad taste in this closet.
What do you mean, bad taste?
I also checked the front door, but I can only see your shoes.
Right?
So it's true that you divorced 2 months ago?
I told you many times it's true. He said he was going to tell you about it, so I believed him, and that's why I didn't contact you. But I guess he didn't tell you anything.
Why did you guys get divorced?
He was having an affair.
An affair?
Yes. It's been more than half a year now. Just around the time your husband passed away.
That's a lie. He would never do such disrespectful thing.
He kept working late. At first, I thought he was really busy with work. But one day, I smelled perfume coming from his suit.
Perfume?
Yes, you know that he doesn't like that kind of stuff. That's why I began to suspect his behavior. After that, he continued to work overtime and went on business trips. I hired a private detective and had him checked out.
You did that? I can't forgive you did that behind his back.
He was too suspicious.
That's...
And it turned out he was having an affair. Moreover, several shocking photos were taken. And in no time, I had all the evidence I needed.
What shocking photos?
Do you want to see it? The two of them walking into the hotel holding hands. A few hours later, they came out of the hotel. Also, there was a picture of them happily drinking a glass of wine together in a hot tub.
Oh no.
If you want to see it, I can send you all the pictures.
No, thank you. I don't want to see that. So, where is he?
I don't know, since I can't contact him right now. Perhaps he is living with his lover at her place? I don't think he has the kind of money to rent an apartment or condo, so...
Why?
Because he's paying alimony, so his savings must be gone. I'm pretty sure he's broke by now.
Wait, what are you saying? You have to go get him and help him right now.
Huh? Why would I?
We can find out where he is using a private detective, right?
You know it's not free to do that, right? I won't spend my precious money for such a waste.
A waste? How can it be a waste to find your husband?
Huh?
You two should get back together. You'll take him back home and have a normal married life again. That's the way to make everyone happy.
Huh? Are you crazy? Why do I have to bring back my ex-husband who cheated on me?
He was having an affair. Probably you didn't take enough care of him. Why don't you guys talk it over and live together again? That's what you really want, right?
Whatever the reason may be, I cannot forgive him for having an affair. I have no intention of getting back together with him.
Then what about me? What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Please ask your son. I didn't ask for any of this, and I have nothing to do with you guys.
I'm here because I canceled my lease. I've moved my stuff out. And now, where do you want me to go?
You're really not letting this go, are you? I'm calling the police now.
Huh? Emma, could you please reply? I have something important to tell you.
Make it quick. I'm busy working.
I went to your house just a while ago. I saw that the nameplate was for a different person.
Oh, I sold the house.
What? Why?
Because I thought that maybe you and Brian might barge in since you two might be broke. And I guess I was right.
Oh, no. So, where are you now?
Why would I have to tell you?
Because I would like to know, okay?
I can't tell you. You're a stranger. You're going to barge in on me again anyway, aren't you?
Emma, listen to me. I tried to contact Brian after what happened, but I can't get through no matter how many times I call.
It's the same when I call him.
I still have the delivery company keeping all of my stuff, and they're charging me for it. I can't pay them because I don't have any. Besides, they say if I don't pay, they'll have to send my stuff back to the apartment where I used to live. I'm trying to contact Brian to see what he can do about it.
I think he's avoiding you, don't you think?
What?
I know he was originally trying to get me to take care of you. But now you were arrested and everything. I think that's why he doesn't want to get involved with you.
Are you saying that he doesn't want to take care of me?
Perhaps. He's more scumbag than you think. He's always selfish, always putting himself first. I'm sure he's planning to abandon you and be with his lover.
Oh, no. Then how am I supposed to live from now on?
Well, I have no idea.
I don't have a place to live, and my stuff is still at the delivery company.
Well, then you have to start by finding a place to live, right?
I can't do that, coming to the city all by myself. I don't even know where to live, and I don't have any money. Please, Emma, help me.
I'm already a stranger to you. If you want to ask for help, please go to your son. And let me give you a heads up. I will charge you for the damages for disposing of my household goods without my permission and everything. And I will also claim for a fine for violating the Personal Information Protection Law because you disposed of my work documents without my permission. I would appreciate it if you could pay me.
There's no way I can pay that much, and you know that. I'm asking you for help because I don't have any money and I've lost touch with my son.
Why don't you just use the police to find him?
No, I don't want to make such a big deal for him.
Then do whatever you want. However, you'll have to pay everything you've done. I'm a person who has nothing to do with this, and I have no interest in getting involved with you any further.
Oh, no. You are my son's ex-wife, right?
Your ex-mother-in-law is in such trouble. So at least help me. I'm not going to. You've been bullying me and trying to take over my house. There's no way I'm going to help you. Emma, I apologize for everything. Please. I'm going to block your account. If you contact me again, I'll call the police again. Emma, please, don't leave me. After that, Olivia, who had lost her place to live and her money, went to her relatives for help. When the relatives heard what had happened and learned that her son was currently missing, they were completely dismayed. However, only one of them lent her money with a condition. The condition was that she should live within her budget, and that she would work diligently and repay the money in full. She was living comfortably on a pension, but now she is reluctant to work. But she had no other choice, so she accepted the loan in tears. I heard that she is now living a simple life, working part-time as a cashier at a supermarket in the countryside. She was abandoned by her own son, but she deserves it, considering what she had done. I'm living a carefree life in a new apartment I bought near my office. I'm enjoying my life where all I have to think about is myself, and I'm going to be away from romance for a while.
Hey, Donnie, what do you want for dinner tonight?
How about pizza? Tomorrow's my day off, so let's have a drink.
Again? We just ate it the other day.
I want to eat it, so no choice. Besides, you're the one who asked me what I wanted to eat.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you'll get mad if I decide on my own, right?
Me? No, I wouldn't. Besides, I chose pizza because of you.
Me? Why? It has high calories and I don't particularly like pizza.
But you look like you can eat pizza as a side dish, right? You eat like a horse.
What do you mean? How rude.
Sorry, that was a mistake. I meant your body is like you're eating pizza as a side dish.
Huh? Isn't that too harsh?
Why? I'm just telling what I see. Is it bad to tell the truth?
Well, I may have gained weight a little. I've noticed too.
A little? Don't make me laugh. Do you understand what you said? Look at yourself in the mirror. It's pretty bad. I can't even look straight at you. I feel sorry for myself.
Well, anyone would look like this if they were eating with you. It can't be helped.
What are you saying? You're blaming me? I haven't changed since we met.
That's just your constitution. There may be people like you who don't gain weight, but most people will gain weight if they eat high-calorie food all the time.
That's just an excuse for fat people. I hear that a lot. My president is also fat, and I cringe at him. It's like, can he even sit in a chair? I feel sorry for the chair. I'm sure it's going to break. If that happens, it's the end of the world.
It's not nice to talk about people like that. It has nothing to do with the body shape. I don't think it's a good idea to talk badly about someone just because of how they look.
It's a fact, so it can't be helped. He won't hear it anyway, so let me say what I want. It's stressful when you're holding it back. I mean, he's guilty to have that body, right? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just being honest.
That's not true. I don't think it's good to force your sense of values on people. You should be careful about that kind of thing.
Really? I'm just telling the truth. I think it's good to be honest. Besides, fat people are often called pigs. But that's disrespectful to pigs, isn't it?
Huh? What do you mean?
Because pigs have a body fat percentage of around 15%. Pigs are not fat. Don't you have about 30%? It's very disrespectful to pigs.
You'll go that far? That's too much. Even if I want to go on a diet,
You say you don't like it if I don't have the same food as you. Can I have different food?
I mean, it would take time and effort to cook separately, and it would cost money too. If that's the case, it's cheaper and better if we eat the same food together, right? I'm saying this with a family budget in mind.
I understand what you're saying, but then could you please stop saying things like that? It hurts me and I don't feel good about it. You're too insensitive.
Well, why don't you just keep your fat and forget the nonsense I'm saying? Don't pay attention to every single thing I say.
Seriously? Will you stop it? I want you to stop talking down to me, please. It makes me depressed.
Shut up! Then don't ask me what I want to eat. I'm just telling you the truth. Anyway, we'll have pizza for dinner tonight and get some beer too.
Okay. I told Donnie to stop, but he would never stop. Being made fun of was tough, but I just put up with it and went on with my life. I never thought this would happen though.
Hey, you've really gained weight.
Are you talking about that again? I told you to stop, didn't I? I'm hurt.
I can't stand it either. It's so hot, but when I go home, it's even hotter. I don't want to go home.
Why do you keep saying that? There's no need to say that much. I don't want to hear it anymore.
You don't want to hear it? Then there's only one thing you can do.
What?
Let's get divorced. I don't want to see a fat wife every day. Isn't it a good idea?
Divorce? What are you saying all of a sudden? Just because I'm fat?
Well, that's the first thing, but I'm actually dating someone. I'm not attracted to you.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. You're cheating on me?
I had no choice. I don't feel comfortable living with an unattractive fat person. A lady has to have nice style, right?
I can't believe it. This is too much. Do you know what you're doing?
I think it's bad for you to be fat and unattractive. You should know how we feel, you know? Well, that's how it is. You'll receive the divorce response soon.
Wait, are we really over? Let's talk about it properly.
You look greasy, and what you say is also greasy and persistent. I don't want to see you fat anymore.
You're always making fun of me. Disgusting. Unbelievable.
Why don't we just get divorced? No one will make fun of you anymore. 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
That's enough. Divorcing is fine, but you have to pay me what you have to.
I know. God, I don't have to look at the ugly thing anymore. I'll pay if I don't have to see you. It's gonna be hard to remarry with a body like that. You should have to work too. Good luck. I feel sorry you're not in shape to move for work. Take care.
It was still hard to be made fun of my body, but I had no idea that he was even cheating on me. I was in shock and stunned for a while. It was quite a tough experience, but I had to be alone to make a fresh start. I used the money Donnie gave me to lose weight by exercising. I was able to recover somehow as I had gained self-confidence in myself.
You look different now. Were you that beautiful?
What is it all of a sudden?
You were at A Mall the other day, right? You've changed a lot that I didn't notice you at first because you lost so much weight. You look great.
Don't text me just because you saw me. You're a stranger to me now. I have nothing to talk to you.
Hey, don't lie to me. You still love me, don't you? You don't have to hide anything from me.
What? Why would I? I didn't want to have anything to do with you ever again. Don't reach me again.
I know that's a lie. You haven't realized it. Your body is expressing everything.
What? What do you mean?
You lost weight because you were frustrated that I divorced you, right? And you wanted me to come back, right? You worked hard to get remarried, didn't you? Be honest. You have a cute side.
Wait a minute. Don't be so smug. It has nothing to do with you. I mean, you remarried that girl from back then, right?
I did.
Then stop texting me and pay attention to your wife. Will you leave me alone now?
But you know what? She was so slim and beautiful when I met her, and now she has changed. I don't want to live with her anymore. Enough of fat people.
Are you still talking about the body shape like that? I mean, it's definitely your fault.
There's nothing wrong with me, but when I call her fat, she gets hysterical and goes wild in the house. That's crazy. Can you believe it?
That's natural. You don't think so?
Of course not. She was always smiling. She never got hysterical.
That's because each of us has our own personality, right? Some are like me who keep things inside and hold back, and others, like your wife, who tell the people what they feel. Either way, it's not right to tell people like that. It's your fault, how you talk.
Really? If you like me, you can forgive me, can't you? I'm just telling the truth. We've been fighting a lot lately. She doesn't even ask me what I want for dinner anymore. I don't want to go home.
Not my business. If you're going to go with your logic, then you should love your wife no matter what she looks, right? Don't you feel sorry for your wife?
No, I can't do that. I just can't accept fat people.
It's all your fault that your wife is the way she is now, isn't it? I can't imagine.
Why? She just doesn't have any self-control. She's too easy on herself.
You force people to eat the same thing you do. I can't believe it. How can you say that? You want to eat junk food and order more than you can eat? But then you ask us to eat the rest of the food because you can't eat them all. It's your fault. Of course, we'll get fat.
Because you're going to waste the food. It's not good to waste food.
Then order the amount of food you can eat. If I try to leave them, you'll get angry and say that I'm wasting the money you earned. You're too selfish. And when I'm fat, you curse me. And if I try to lose weight, you force me to eat. What you're doing is a complete mess. What in the world do you want me to do?
I'm trying to be nice to you. Can't you understand my kindness?
Kindness? Where's the kindness? If that were the case, you could have predicted that my appearance would change. And you should accept me, right? You're just being selfish.
Ugh! My wife yells at me at home, and you too? Stop it! I don't want to hear your harsh words. Laura, you used to be nice to me.
That's because I loved you. That's because we were a couple. We're not a couple now, and I don't have any feelings for you, so there's no need to be nice to you.
That's a lie. You still love me, don't you? That's why you lost weight for me, right?
You really are a happy-go-lucky guy, aren't you? I'm telling you this much, and how conceited are you? I did what I wanted. With the money I got, I went to the gym. I got my diet back on track. I just did it for myself.
Then you did it because of me and for me. You wanted to be with me, right?
Why can you think like that? Is your brain broken? You're too crazy.
I want to get back together with you. She won't divorce me no matter what I say, so I want you to steal me away from her.
What? What are you saying? Don't be stupid. I have no intention.
Then she'll give up and I can get divorced. And more importantly, you'll get to be with me, the man you love. That's what a fair relationship is all about, right?
Your brain is crazy. I have no words.
So that means you agree? I knew this was gonna happen. Then why don't we go out for dinner tonight?
I don't understand why you can think like that. Are you crazy? You're at the level where you should go get checkup. I can't believe it.
Huh? Aren't you happy? You don't have to hide.
I'm not hiding. And how can I be happy? That's absolutely impossible.
Why not? I don't understand.
If you saw me earlier, there was someone next to me, right?
Oh, a quiet-looking guy? What about that?
That man is my husband. You should have guessed.
What? You remarried?
Yes, I did.
Why didn't you tell me? When I'm here, you like me, right?
What are you talking about? I don't like you, and I don't have to tell it to an ex-husband.
I don't want you to. Then divorce that guy. I'll pretend that I didn't know about this.
Huh? You're crazy. I'm not getting divorced.
Why? Otherwise, we can't get remarried. You lost weight for me. Is that okay with you?
You're so wrong. I have no intention of remarrying you. I'm very happy right now. And if you keep stalking me, I have a plan. Don't bother me.
What's the matter? I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay, well, can you give me a minute?
Yeah.
I didn't even want to get involved anymore, so I didn't do anything. But when I thought that my current happiness might be destroyed by that man again, the anger I had been holding back was overflowing. In order to protect my happiness, I decided to take some actions to give punishment to that man. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So? You made me wait, so tell me what you were doing. Can we get back together?
You've got to be kidding me. I talked to the president of your company.
What? What did you talk to him about? Why are you talking to my president?
Give me a break. I knew you forgot. You originally joined that company with the help of my father.
Oh, yeah, right. And? What did you have to tell him?
The reason you got into the company is because that president is my relative.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
You're so forgetful when things are inconvenient for you. When you married me, you failed to get a new job, so my father asked my uncle to let you in.
Oh, maybe you're right. Well, that was a long time ago.
I told him before that the reason for the divorce was a personality mismatch. But I told him the truth.
You told him? What should I do? I'll lose my position at the company. Just say you lied a little or something and cover it up. You can do it, can't you, Laura?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course not.
I'm sorry. My bad. I guess I got carried away. I'm so sorry, so please do something about it. Laura, please.
It's too late to apologize. How many people do you think you've hurt?
I don't know what to do.
Did you think this was the end?
What? There's more? What now?
There's no way this is the end. Why did you cheat on me?
Reason for cheating?
Of course you don't know. What did you say to fat people? What did you say about the boss? Something about feeling sorry for the chair or something? You know what I mean?
I just gave you tit for tat. Seriously? Did you tell him? That's not good. Oh my God. It's not just about my position. You put me in danger.
You're perceptive. Well, I've got a message from the boss, so let me share. If you're going to make fun of me for being so fat, you don't want to work for me like this, do you? You don't want to see me every day. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it until now. You don't have to come from Monday. That's all.
He's not a child. This is some kind of joke, right? Please tell me you're lying.
I'm afraid I'm not lying. By the way, he also said he gets to choose the chair he sits in. Right.
You told him that too? I'm totally over. What am I going to do now? I lost my job.
I had nothing to do with this. I can't help you. Take care of yourself. Well then, I've given you his message and I don't want to get involved anymore, so I'm going to block you.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'll apologize again and again. I know what I've said was really stupid. I'm sorry and I'll never say anything like that again. So please, for once, I want you to help me, please. Can you please do something to make things right with the boss? I just want to work.
I told you to stop many times, and did you listen to me? You didn't listen to me at all, did you?
I'm sorry about that too. It's all my fault.
Even if you apologize now, I'm not going to forgive you anymore.
I'm really sorry. I'm not going to be able to live. Please, help me.
I know it's none of my business anymore. Do something about it yourself. You should be grateful that he let you work there after all these years of divorce. It's your fault for showing up in front of me again and trying to take away my happiness. That is absolutely unforgivable. I know it's hard not having a job, even though you have a body that can move, but good luck.
Wait, Laura. This is too much. Laura!
Still, I heard that Donnie came to work on Monday, but his desk was all cleared out and he was fired. No wonder, since he disrespected people so much. Now he's looking for a new job, but it's not easy to find one. So he is living on a day job and working late at night. I hope he will live while reflecting on what he had done. On the other hand, I am able to enjoy my life without any complaints from my current husband.
2 years ago, I remarried my current husband. My ex-husband thought it would be easy to have a child if we got married. And when I couldn't have a child even after a year, he called me an infertile woman. After that, he repeatedly cheated on me. I was secretly preparing for divorce, and when I was ready, I went to a lawyer. My ex-husband wanted to marry his girlfriend, and I wanted to divorce him as soon as possible. So we both agreed to get divorced, but... Kathleen. Oh, Ryan, it's been a while. What's up? What is that? What are you talking about? Facebook. Oh, what about it? I didn't know you were on Facebook. I just started, and then I found your account. What the hell is that? I said, what are you talking about? You had a baby? I mean, why didn't you tell me you got married? Why should I? We've been divorced for 3 years now. We're strangers. You should. We'd been together for years. Don't call us strangers. I don't care if you remarry or not. Ugh, right. That's what I didn't like about you. You always act like you have nothing to do with it. Seriously, I should have never married you. All the time we spent together, even a few years, was a waste. How dare you say that when you didn't care about me while we were married? You divorced and then quickly remarried. So why don't you just focus on your own family? No way. I saw on Facebook and it looks like you remarried within a year after the divorce. You were connected to your current husband before you got divorced, weren't you? Ha ha ha, I knew you'd say that. You're so simple. Huh? What's so simple? Don't think me as you, okay? You wanted to marry your girlfriend so badly that you waited all the time for me to divorce you, right? So you think I was doing the same thing, huh? You really are simple-minded or you lack imagination. That's not true. If the person who cheated asks to get divorced, there will be a big fight and it would be very difficult to get divorced, huh? That's why you waited until I couldn't take it anymore and wanted to divorce you no matter what. For 3 years. Oh yeah, whatever. Otherwise, who would like to stay married with an infertile woman for 3 years, having sex with her that I don't want to? You were an infertile woman, but I wanted kids, so I made a new girlfriend. But I still had sex with you twice a month, which I didn't want to because I thought we might have a baby. A sex that doesn't feel good, feel nothing. You're an infertile woman, plus a bitch who don't do anything during sex. You son of a bitch. That's how you felt? Wow. I mean, how can you say so many specific bad things about me after 3 years? You're wasting so much brain capacity on useless things. So the rest of it is so naive. Shut up. I married you because I wanted kids. You yourself are a good-looking, smart CPA and raised by a fine family. You met all the requirements to be the mother of my children, and guess what? We tried to make a kid, but you never seemed to be able to have one. Meanwhile, you get old and the eggs deteriorates. Oh, so that's why you had an affair with a young, beautiful, talented girl. Well, yeah, of course. I was seeing a bunch of girls just to find the best genes. Isn't that a natural male instinct? It sounds better if you say so, but I'm not sure if it's a rational human behavior. So what? It took time, but we were able to get divorced. You didn't ask for anything else. I was going to remarry immediately and have a child with my young wife. And yet, I have a child and you don't. I see. That's why you were in such a hurry to get in touch with me. I wondered why, but it makes sense now. I thought you were an infertile woman. You lied to me, didn't you? Huh? Why would I do that? I can't think of any other reason. It has to be it. We had sex twice a month for 3 years. Twice a week at the most. I made time in my busy schedule to have sex with you, even though you had no approach. It's funny how that infertile woman had a baby as soon as she got remarried. You were actually on birth control when you were with me, weren't you? You made fun of me. What's wrong with you? I heard there are contraceptives that women can use besides condom. You didn't want to have my baby, so you wore it secretly. You're too overthinking. No way. You would lie, of course. Or contraceptive pill? You didn't want kids that badly? You know what? I did want to have kids too. That's why I never used contraceptive things or refused to have sex in the first place, right? I don't know. Maybe you just wanted to feel good. I've got the best technique in the world, you know. What's with that confidence? Don't worry, you're so bad at it. What? You were so bad at it that I had to endure it. It was more like a painful time than a pleasurable one. What do you mean? You say yourself as sadist and you force a woman to be masochist. But you're not aggressive enough. I don't get wet and it hurts. And you could only stand it for a few minutes. And it will finish in 15 minutes. How can I feel good? What? You're just insensitive. Don't blame it on me. The other girls don't say anything, and my wife, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. She can't tell you if she wants to. She's not like you, using Facebook, Instagram. She's not a bitch like you. She's more modest. Whatever. Then why did you start Facebook? You've always been too lazy to do it, and what are you up to now? Everyone around me were using it, so I thought I'd give it a try, nothing special. Is that so? You were using Tinder at that time. Just because you can't have any kids, aren't you doing the same thing all over again? You're already old. I'm amazed. Don't talk nonsense. It's none of your business. Huh? It's a big deal. Ryan, what does my occupation say on my Facebook? Huh? Smith, CPA firm. What's this? My current husband is also a CPA. That's why we started our own firm. So? I don't know if you're trying to show me off how much you make money, but I don't really care. I guess a woman like you, who's like a nerd and has no charm, is better suited to a man like that. Yeah, you're perfect for each other. Thank you very much, and your wife is coming over to my place for a part-time. What? What are you talking about? She doesn't have any qualifications. Why is she working for you? My current wife works for my ex-wife? Are you kidding me? I don't understand. I know it's hard to become a CPA, but she's taking the exam and trying to pass all subjects. She's great. She studies on her own. I think she's going to pass all the subjects this year. Huh? For what? I haven't heard a single thing from her. That's how little you see of her. It's exactly the same as when you were with me. To begin with, it's extravagant for a nearly 40 years old man to take a 22-year-old college student as his wife and want to have kids with her. An old man who gets a college student involved in an affair. It's gross. Gross? It's natural that young women fall for guys who are in their 40s. Natural? You're trying to justify yourself in a way that I don't understand, and that's exactly what gross means. Don't say I'm gross. I'm hot. Don't make me laugh. She said you tricked her. I tricked her? She came all the way over to your ex-wife's place. She must have been really pissed off at me. She asked me to pay you back the property division and give you back the apartment. You told her that I stole all of your property division, and that I took your apartment? I guess that's what you had to say. You spent so much money on girls that your savings were empty. We had to share our savings after we get married, but you didn't share them at all. You were a man who was having an affair and playing around with other girls, and you said you didn't need to divide the property, and now you're saying I have to share the money I earned? No matter where you look in the world, no one will accept that. I mean, we were supposed to share the property, but you couldn't, so I had to use my savings. And you lied about the apartment that belonged to me, saying that it was yours and I stole it? It's a fact that you kicked me out. Yes. I worked hard for this house and I paid the entire mortgage with my own money. And you just came to my house and said, lucky me, I don't have to find for a house. You were lucky to be married by me when you were 30 years old and had no one else to be chosen, huh? If you had stayed like that, you would have been single, poor and lonely for the rest of your life. You were a sellout and I took you in. You should be grateful. No, I could have married someone else even if you hadn't found me. I'm different from you. I was just prioritizing my career as a CPA. Don't talk big to me like a man who used something and could only get a college student who knew nothing by tricking her. That's why you're getting dumped by women again. Being dumped? You haven't noticed? Noticed what? She's been preparing for over a year. Huh? Preparing? I don't get it. There's no way I'm getting dumped. My wife is in love with me. You seriously haven't noticed? She's preparing to get divorced. What? Why would she think so? Well, if you're chasing girls on Facebook and Instagram, you wouldn't notice. You're not paying attention to her at all. Like I said before, she's trying to become a CPA, and she has been thinking about it since she was young. You have a good eye for women, but too bad. What's that? You're good looking until you get her, but after you get her, you become an asshole. And since you get a smart girl, she's not going to put up with your shit. She becomes an independent woman. In a way, you motivate people. Oh, but you're also a useless bug fucker. What? Watch out for your words, you infertile woman. I can dump that infertile woman who's only young and looks better than others. No money, no brains, bug fucker. Oh, no sperm? I do have them, like too much. Oh really? I thought you didn't because you have sex a lot but nothing happens. You can't keep letting them rot just because you have so many. If you're going to be so bossy, why don't you start by showing some results? You. On top of being a dickhead, you trick and cheat on people. And I heard you've been on a long business trip recently. She even told you about that? That big mouth. You can play as much as you want. She's also lucky to have a lot of time to prepare. Prepare? Prepare for what? Are you stupid? Did you hear me? To get divorced. Huh? With a CPA degree at that young age, getting a job is a piece of cake. She's from a good university. She's got excellent grades. And if she works hard, she can become a very profitable CPA. You're just a disappointing person. I feel sorry for you. She's going to make more money than you in no time. Also, it's only a matter of time before you get dumped. You really pissed me off. If you have time to be pissed off, be a smart person. Are you so stupid that you don't notice the changes in a wife you've been with for years? You can't be a parent for the rest of your life. Your kids won't choose you. Don't get carried away just because you could have kids. I can have a kid in no time. Don't get all condescending. I'm just telling you the truth. Why don't you worry about yourself instead? When are you coming home? Next week. Oh, maybe it's too late. What do you mean? The house might be empty. What? What do you mean by that? I think she's going to leave you. You know what? Huh? Don't underestimate women. What? We are stronger than a dickhead like you. Live in regret and spend the rest of your life alone. Well then. What do you mean? What did you say? Kathleen, hey. After that, Ryan came back from his business trip in a hurry and found out that the house was already empty. He found a letter regarding the divorce in the dining room. He called his wife immediately and shouted at her. But when she told him about the proof of his affair and deception and the lawyer I had prepared, he easily accepted the terms and signed the papers. 1 year later, she passed the CPA exam and now is working as a CPA at my firm. Ryan is still paying the property division in installments every month, and he is looking for a new wife. And he wants to marry someone in her early 20s. He still has to pay millions of dollars, but when will it end? Will he have a wife by his side by then? In the first place, has he forgotten that he had a fertility test? He would be a fool to be satisfied with what he had undergone without knowing the result. When will he realize that he really is sterile?
What a coincidence! I never thought I would bump into you. Let's have tea and chat next time. Isabella, are you serious? I didn't want to see you. I don't even want to talk to you. So I'm not going to have tea or anything with you. What? Why? Why? Think about it. Have you forgotten what you did? Hey, are you still holding on to the past? It was 3 years ago. You should forget it by this time. It's not like I'm holding on to it. I just don't want to get involved with people who have no common sense. If you're not holding on to it, why don't you just have a cup of tea with a colleague you haven't seen in a while? You're as uptight as ever, LOL. If you're like that, you won't even find someone to remarry. It's none of your business. If you don't have anything important, may I go now? Wait! I do have something. Don't you want to know about your ex-husband's current status? I have no interest in my ex-husband. He's a stranger to me now. Hey! You're curious, aren't you? Your ex-husband is now a section manager. What do you think? Aren't you jealous? Oh, even that insane person can be promoted. When he was with you, he was only a section chief, LOL. As soon as he married me, he got a promotion. Oh, I guess having a beautiful wife by his side motivates man to work hard. My salary went up, and we bought a small detached house. Good for you. You seem to be living a very happy life. Yes, my husband seems happy too. When he was with you, you guys were renting an apartment, right? LOL. A shabby apartment suits you, but a house is the best house for a proper couple. Detached house is nice. It's like my castle. Nice. Are you jealous? Do you feel like you made a mistake by breaking up with him? No, Not at all. Like I said before, I'm not even interested. You're a sore loser! LOL! You wish you never got divorced. Well, it's too late for that now. Poor you. LMAO. I'm not interested in a guy who cheats on his wife. When I found out about the affair with you, I lost interest in him. I see. So you're happy with your life now? I'm very happy with my life, and I'm grateful for divorcing him. Thank you for cheating on me with him. You don't have to be a sore loser. It looks miserable. LOL. Being satisfied with being divorced? Wow. LOL. Divorced people who are over 30 years old have no choice but to give up on their life. I feel sorry for you guys. LOL. I don't think my life is any of your business. If you're happy, you don't have to brag about it to me. Yes, but I also feel guilty. You divorced before you became 30. So I was worried whether you could remarry in the future. That's why I texted you today. And it seems that you are having a pitiful life just as I predicted. LOL. I feel a little sorry for you. That's none of your business. It doesn't matter to you whether I get remarried or stay single. Laura, you won't be liked by guys if you don't act cute. You'll have to stay single and become old. And at the end, you'll faint inside your room where you live alone and no one will find you and you'll just... Oh my, it's terrifying by just thinking about it. I don't want that to happen to me. Hey, it's none of your business. Just look after your own happiness. I know, but even if something happens to you, please don't call my husband. That will never happen, so don't worry. Isabella is the former junior co-worker who stole my husband 3 years ago. When I saw her once in a while, I lost my words by seeing her insane attitude. But I am only staying here for 10 days, and I would never have to deal with her again after that, so I decided to be patient. But 3 days later, as soon as I got home to the condo where I stay for a short term, I got a message from her saying something I didn't understand. Hey, Laura, please answer the phone right now. Please explain what's going on. Isabella, what is it? What's wrong? I can't answer the phone right now. Laura, you just went inside that famous condo in front of Jay's station? I saw it with my own eyes. This is not right. Please, explain it to me properly. I did. So what? This is one of my houses, so there's nothing strange about it. Huh? One of your houses? Don't lie to me. That condo's rent is not what you can afford. I'm not renting this place. Huh? You bought it? Of course you won't be able to afford it. Well, I didn't buy it. Don't tell me it's your boyfriend's place. There's no way you have a boyfriend or anything. LOL. It's not my boyfriend. It's my husband's condo. Huh? Husband? Laura, you remarried? Yes, 6 months ago. No way! Why didn't you tell me earlier? I mean, who is this remarried guy? I can't believe he can afford that condo. Is he a billionaire or an oil tycoon? Or maybe he won the lottery? None of them are true, LOL. My husband is the head of a company. In other words, a president. You're kidding, right? A president? And he must have a very profitable business if he can buy that condo. How can an ordinary person like you meet someone like that? Because I met him through work. I got divorced and decided to live alone. And I worked hard. My boss recognized my hard work. So he gave me this big project and then I met him. Still, how could you marry the president? His parents wouldn't allow it, would they? Marrying a divorced wife is like to make him lose face. Coincidentally, my husband's parents are also divorced and remarried. They were both betrayed by their first partners. They told me that they could trust someone who knows what it's like to be in pain. That's a lie. Now, you're just trying to look good. You better get out from there before the police come. This picture. Wait. Yes, it's a picture of our wedding. I'm living abroad right now, and I came back because I had to do something in this city. So this is the place for when I come back. So, you're saying you have another house? Abroad? That's right. I told you earlier that this is one of my houses. Why? That can't be! Why are you living such a happy life? That's not fair! What? No way! You have to survive too! Hey, Isabella, what's wrong all of a sudden? Because while I'm struggling, you're living a celebrity life overseas. I can't allow that. I don't understand why I went through all that trouble to steal him from you. Hey, what are you talking about? I will never forgive you. I'll destroy your happiness. I don't understand. Hey, Isabella? After this, there was no response from Isabella. When my husband came home from work, I showed him the conversation with her, and after he thought about it for a while, he made a phone call. A few days later, my husband told me that he had looked into her and my ex-husband's status. When I heard about their situation, I understood what she meant when she said she was struggling. I was almost done with my work in this city, and the day after tomorrow, I was planning to leave, but I received messages from her. Laura, I'm sorry for being so distraught the other day. I was a little jealous, since you seemed to be happy. I see. So, I have an announcement to make today. I thought it would be good for you, so that's why I texted you. An announcement? I have a bad feeling. Actually, a friend of mine told me she got a boyfriend with a picture. And I was so surprised when I saw the picture. A picture? This is your husband, isn't it? Your husband is cheating on you. Oh my. But still, you photoshopped so well. It looks very natural even if I zoom in. What? What are you saying? I didn't Photoshop. Actually, Thomas Baker did this, right? I know everything. Why? That can't be true. Thomas is an employee of my husband's company. And you're having an affair with him, right? I did my research, so I'm sure I'm right. You looked into me? Why would you do that? Because your previous messages were obviously strange. I was cautious since I thought you were up to something. I didn't think you'd try to trick me this easily. Are you that jealous of me? I am. You work perfectly, have a happy family, you take a good care of your coworkers, and everyone likes you. I was always being scolded at work, so we're totally different. I wasn't perfect from the beginning either. I put a lot of effort. There are some people who are successful and some people who can't do it, even if they try. I was one of them. I couldn't succeed at all. I was so frustrated. That's why I wanted to see you depressed. I wanted to push you to the bottom of your life. I wanted you to experience a little of what it feels like to be at the bottom, like me. Don't tell me you cheated on my ex-husband for that. That was my intention at first. When I saw how depressed you were, I was going to leave him right away. But then I reconsidered. I could live happily like you if I stay with your husband, even if I was having a hard life. Oh. But the reality was different. I work part-time and save money every day in order to buy a house. When we saved up for the deposit, his parents told me that they would pay the rest and live together. So that's what happened. Once we started living together, his mother took control of all the money, and my salary was also under her control. So I can't buy what I want. My life is worse than it had been before we got married. Oh my. My husband is having an affair with one of the girls at work. Why am I the only one who has to suffer? There are people like you who are blessed. And why am I the only one who's suffering? Isn't this unfair? I can't answer. When you were with him, did he tell you that his parents were planning to live together? Well, no, he didn't. Did she complain to you about money? We were hardly in touch, so not really. Why didn't he talk to you when he was with you? And why did he mention it when he's with me? Isn't it strange? Well, don't ask me. So you got fed up and had an affair with Thomas? I met him on an app. He was kind and listened to me, so I thought I could be happy with him. Is that why you cheated? I want a place where I can be at peace. I want to be free from stress. But you chose this life, right? You stole my ex-husband from me and married him. That's because I thought I could be like you. I didn't want to work anymore either. You know, you and I are different. The same situation doesn't mean we both can be happy. It's no use taking something from someone else. If you want to be happy, you have to work on yourself. You're right. I was wrong. I know it's too late though. Either you get divorced and start your life over, or you can keep this life. It's up to you. But I don't think you should depend on others all the time. You have to develop the strength to live on your own. Since you were able to realize it's not too late. Life goes on. You can do it. Laura, please help me. I don't want to live like this anymore. You said you've been working hard to be happy, right? Please tell me what to do. No, you have to think by yourself. I can't do anything for you. I'm already old, you know. Huh? I have to live quietly, not to bother my ex-husband. I don't think it's worth depending on a woman who's not liked by guys and don't act cute. That's not true. You're strong and cool and have femininity. You are a wonderful person. I respect you. Oh, that's not what you said to me a week ago. I think it was something like, I'm going to have a lonely life. I was just trying to look good. Either way, I'm not going to help you. You cheated on me with my ex-husband. I don't feel that I want to help you. To be honest, I don't feel good talking to you like this. No, please, help me. I sincerely apologize for everything I've done. Oh, by the way, Thomas quit the company. He said he should never have gotten involved with you. Is that true? Also, my ex-husband's girlfriend's fiancé has found out about the affair. I wonder what he's going to do. Oh no! Please, please help me! I'll do anything! I want to be happy too! I don't want to. By the way, I'm going back to my house overseas in 2 days, so we'll never see each other again. I'll block you too. Goodbye. Oh no! I showed this conversation to my husband, and he laughed hard. Then we went back to our home overseas together. My husband found out that the fiancé was beaten up by my ex-husband, and in addition, the company found out that he was dating his girlfriend by using the company car, so they fired him. Isabella filed for divorce, but since they were both having an affair, she is having difficulty dividing the property. She has lost a lot of weight due to her stressful days. I returned home and immediately went to the hospital because I was not feeling well and found out I was pregnant. My husband is taking care of me and I am spending a very happy life.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!